Hey, what's up, everyone? I wanted to share something that I just stated in a previous video, but I didn't make the video entirely about that. So that's going to be one of the topics of this video. The 333 that happened tonight. So it was at 10:20 p.m. and I witnessed the sign. You know how some of the schools and some of the places have signs, businesses have signs, and it'll have the temperature and the time and a little bit of bulletin or information on it. And this one was a dark sign, and it was in Red Writing. And sounds like I'm going to say Red Riding Hood, but anyway, red writing. And suddenly it said 333. And I look back at it, and I look at it, and I'm seeing what it's going to say. Then it changed and said that, talked about school applications, things like that, school starting back on a certain date, and happy birthday to so-and-so, and all kinds of those informations, basically. Then it had the American flag waving on it in a video, and then it went back and said 10:20 p.m. It changed from 3:33 to 10:20 p.m. The entire sign had 333. And for no reason, just changed to that. And that was after someone had randomly paid for our meal at the restaurant at Shoney's, like I stated in a previous video. Someone randomly paid for the meal out of a random act of kindness, apparently. I don't know where the person went. The restaurant had shifted. Changes took place in it. Some were aware of it and some weren't. But something had changed about it, and I described that in my previous video. Food was on the opposite side. They'd never done that, but yet the waitress stated they had for her many different times. They never had the certain food that they had on there that they did tonight, but yet for her they had. But the main boss said no, I don't know. They switched it up, I guess, for her. So that's a change. Then when we get back, taking my daddy back to work, there was a shooting star when I looked right up in the sky in a certain spot for a moment, and I said, well, thank you. I said thank you for helping with the meal. And then there was a meteor, a shooting star. And I'm glad the meal was paid for, because we really didn't have the money to spend. I mean, I took $100 out of the bank with a debit card, but yet that puts us $100 below. And yeah, all we had was $5.90 left in there. That's all we had, and then now it's below $96 or so, but had to do what we had to do, because you had to put fuel in the vehicle. But I'm thankful that someone paid for the meal. But on the way back home, I seen 333, and I've been seeing things again. Bad news that did happen was a deer ran right out in front of our truck, and we had to suddenly put on the brakes. Now the brake is messed up, and I don't know what's going on with that. It goes all the way down to the floor, and it's not functioning how it should. We put some more brake fluid in it, but that didn't do the trick. That didn't help it. So I don't know what's going on there. I hope and pray we don't have to have repairs. But it's just, there has been good news and good luck tonight, but there's also been some bad. I also happen to win $24 on 5 tickets, or a few tickets that I bought. 5 $1 ones. Just $5 is all I spent, and I got 24. So I mean, some good fortune has come our way randomly through the night, through the day, evening, and night. I mean, and yeah, that person paid for the meal. Then on the way, I seen the meteor, and then on the way back, I seen 333 appear on that sign for me to see. I've been seeing spirits. I've been seeing spirit activity. Don't know what happened to the cat. She just randomly, her mood changed, and I don't know if she's seen something around me. My energy's been high-strung. My awakening symptoms have come back. I can't hardly stand holding electronics. I can't wear my smartwatch. It hurts, sends sharp pains. My nerves have been messing up, and when I move my hands and when I try to put my hand outward, or like flex my hand, or even just flex my fingers, my pinky does not want to move out. The nerves and muscles aren't wanting to move properly. And the same thing happens to my mama all the time, but it's happening to me now. again, and my body has ached. I've been running fever for no reason. There's no discernible reason. And the mood swings, the darkness, depression, anxiety, all that crap. My chest, there's this little lump in my chest that the doctors looked at it years ago and said, well, like 10 years ago, and said, well, if it goes away, if it gets smaller, then it's probably not cancerous. So then they said later it went down, so they were like, well, it must not be cancerous. It's just probably a lymph node. It'll probably go away, because I've always had problems with lymph nodes. And they said, well, it'll probably go away. It didn't. It's not completely gone. It's in my chest, a small lump, but it causes a lot of pain, and you can feel it radiate and just swell, pain just pressurizing through my chest when I move or anything. Sometimes when it starts hurting, it really hurts. And I don't know what it is, but I mean, I'm hoping it's nothing, and I'm hoping it goes away. But these symptoms that have been going on with me again are just like what I used to get. That sudden anxiety when moving or driving at all. When moving, well, I mean, I'm not the one driving, but I wish I could have gotten my license, but I haven't been able to, and it's just, I don't know, but I've had more problems than what people understand. I'll just put it that way. But I appreciate the kindness, the random generosity that happened tonight, the signs, the kindness, I don't know what it was all about, what it's meaning. Maybe it's saying wait a little while. Maybe it's saying there's still hope, that the Lord's still working for me, working through people. But I just know that, and I realize not all angels have wings. They say the archangels are the ones that have wings, but this is the background that I chose. But the random acts of kindness in this world that you see are very rare. They're few and far between, and for that to have happened is definitely like a miracle, really. I wish so many more great things could happen in this world, but that weird shift with the Shoney's, that did happen. And that 333 as well, that all happened tonight. 333. I seen that. What do you think it means? Is it like saying another awakening is happening? It's happening again? I don't know. Something, because I know, I mean, we need an awakening, a mass awakening in this world. Because, I mean, people are so, let's see, they're just so judgmental. They're quick to judge. They're quick to think that, I don't know, they're just, whatever they're told is what they feel. Whatever they're told is all they feel. The media tells them to feel a certain way. Society tells them to feel a certain way. And everyone around them forces them to feel a certain way. For example, I'll talk about it in another video. Hold on. I don't want to get into politics or anything like that in this video. What I wanted to get into was the 333 and the situation that happened tonight. I don't want to mix those two together. I've got some sad news that happened very, very, very recently in the past week to report. I'll share that in another video as well. I've got so many things to just catch up on and share. Peace, much love, bless you all. I hope to speak with all of you again very soon. Hopefully everything balances out. Peace. Bye.